So the New York Times has taken over Wordle and over a month ago, and they've changed the word list a few times actually. So they broke all the bookmarklets, but the same technique that we showed in the last video we can use to keep them up to date as well as make some new ones. So today, rather than show you like the technical details of how to make one, I'm going to show you some of the additional bookmarklets that I've made using that same strategy from the last video, and where you can find them, how you can use them, and even how you can use them on a mobile phone. So the first thing is I set up this simple website on GitHub just to kind of document this and to allow you to get the latest version of these if these need a change in the future. We've got 3 bookmarklets so far. I may add more if you want to contribute some, feel free to send a pull request. But the source code is available as well, so you can look at that. But let's just get into this real quick. As a recap, the way you install these is if you open your bookmark toolbar, Control-Shift-B in most browsers, you can just drag this link and drop it up there, and it's installed. These bookmarklets, they're just little JavaScript files. Again, the source code's down here. And they only run when you click on them. So they're not like extensions where they could run and monitor everything you're doing and mess with your websites. These only run when you click on them. So it's a fun way to mod an active website. So let's take a look at it again. This is the one we made last time. It's going to show us what the current one is, just like it did before. I did modify it a little bit to make it a little simpler, but it's basically what we did last time. This next one helps because if you want to play it again, you can just hit clear, and now I can go again. And it does keep track of your streak bonus, and it does count to your stats. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. That's what it's going to do though. You can play it more than once per day. And the reason why you might want to play it more than once a day is for this third one. This one's really my favorite one, and the whole reason why I'm doing the second video is because I thought this one was worth sharing. This one lets you kind of just have your own little archive. The script's pretty short, and you can do it right on the website, so you don't have to worry about the New York Times taking it down, hopefully. So I could play yesterday's video, yesterday's Wordle, and there you go. So you can just use this clear and set in combination and just play whatever ones you want. So there you go. So the other thing this allows is you could put in a date. So I could say like January 1st, 2022, and it will... Well, let's clear it first. You do have to clear it first. That is one annoying thing. I didn't make like a full interface. You probably could, but I'm not going to spend that much time on this. Let's see. January 1st, 2022. There we go. And now I'm playing the word from January 1st. So the date formats that it accepts is pretty much anything your browser would accept. It will depend on whatever locale you're set in. What format you have to put the date in, but it just uses the browser's date object, so whatever you're using it'll probably work. You could go look at, let's go take a quick look and see what the first Wordle was. Now let's clear this, set it to the first one. So that was cigar. So yeah, you can play any of the Wordles. You can even play future ones. There's a couple thousand queued up and ready to go already. They may change them. So like I could pick one, like what is the 1000th Wordle going to be? Oh, that's porch. Cool. Till they change it. But the other thing you can do is you could find when a word is going to show up. So let's say we're trying to, I don't know, maybe predict an election with this. It's the New York Times, right? When's Trump going to win? Oh, wait, that's 1956, October 27th, 2026. That's not an election. So, I don't know. Being a little bit silly, but you can find out when it's going to be in the future, what number it's going to be, all kinds of stuff. it's just a fun way to play. The last thing you could do is you could pick a word that is not on the Wordle list. So my good old favorite hacks here. This is never going to be an answer, and it will give you this little code. And what you can do with that is if you could get a friend to install this Wordle Clear and the set Wordle, and I'm not hacking you with this, but maybe you don't trust me, but you do have the source code, you could go look. But this makes it shareable, where you could have additional challenges and play them right on the website. So you use this Clear and the set, show them how to use this, or send them this video, and then you could give them a code for a word. It does have to be a valid guess, but it doesn't have to be one of the answers. And now they're playing your word. So if I'm like, yeah, today's word is movie. Nope. If we look at the spoiler, it's set to that. And if we type it in, we'll get a point and it will increase our streak. And with all of this, the share works just like it normally would. So I'm just going to paste it there real quick, but it will show this instead of a Wordle number, which I think is actually cool because you could share that on Twitter and other people could play your word. So anyway, those are the bookmarklets. The website for this is just up on GitHub. I'll put the link with the video. And the source code, as always, is down here at the bottom. I'm going to show how to do this on mobile. So if you're interested in that, you can stick around. If not, that's all we're doing for the rest of this. So let's pull that up. So I recorded this yesterday. So it's using yesterday's word. But basically it works the same way, except you need to long press to copy it, and then you're going to go to your bookmarks by hitting the star there. And when you put this in, you're going to want to put it in as something that is going to be easy to identify in your throughout your browser history. So I usually just do Wordle and then whatever bookmarklet it is. So this one's the spoiler bookmark. So we're going to say Wordle spoiler and just paste that JavaScript we copied from the link. The link version gets rid of all the spaces, which is more mobile friendly. I was having problems with using the source code version on mobile, but using the link works great. And then to pull it up, you just go to your address bar. You can't do it from your bookmarks directly. You have to do it with your address bar. Type in your whatever you saved it as. So there's the spoiler link there. Second one from the bottom. Just tap on that, and now it's working. So the first time it will take you to the page. If I tap that again, it'll show me the answer. Yesterday's answer was cater. So we're going to see cater. And it works the same as it does on the desktop. So at least on Android. I'm pretty sure this works on iPhone. It might be a little different with how you have to get the bookmarks to run. I don't have an iPhone, but I assume it works similar. So just go ahead and do that with each of the links. It's a little clunky, because you do have to be on the page. You can't just use those links from somewhere else. You do have to be on the page. It's just the way bookmarklets work. They run on the page. So if you don't have the browser page up, it won't work. And the bookmarks in Android are not running on the page directly. So you do have to do it this way. So it works basically the same from then on, so I don't think we need to show that too much. I'm just showing an alternate way you can do this. You can go into your bookmarks to edit it if you missed that little pop-up notification for the edit. So that is kind of in a nutshell what's going on there, how you use it on mobile. So last thing is, again, this is all on GitHub. If this breaks, you can go ahead and submit an issue. The scripts are all contained right here. They're also on the link down here. And if you're curious, you can come and look at everything that it's doing. This last one is absolutely the most complicated one. The rest of these are very simple. This one just subtracts 24 hours. in the local storage and updates that. That's how you replay without clearing your history. This one modified a little bit, make it a little simpler. We just get the game object directly. We can load the solution right off that. And it redirects if you're not on the page already. So this last one, I think this will work going forward, but obviously they could change anything. Basically, I'm just grabbing the script tag, literally digging into the source code of the script, finding the first word. So I look for cigar, and just make sure I get the entire list there. There's a quote and a square bracket that we need to grab. And then to find the end of the list, we just look for the next closing bracket there. And then we just evaluate that into the list. And this is usually not something you want to do in a website, but we're running it on their website with their code. So if they want to hack you through their website where you're already running their code, there's really not a security issue there that you're not already accepting just by visiting their site. So that's the way that I found to future-proof it. I had a few other solutions, but they kept breaking every time they changed the list. This one seems to be pretty stable, at least until they see this video and decide they want to break this too. But anyway, the rest of this code is mostly just to find the offsets and to handle the code. The code, if you're curious, it's literally just doing base64 encoding and decoding. So nothing too crazy there. Yeah. Hope this is of interest and to somebody. I enjoyed making these. It's probably going to be the last Wordle video I'm going to make, but I'll try to keep them up to date. I enjoy using them myself, and I thought I'd share them, see if anyone else wanted to see what I was doing, use them themselves. So.